Okay, welcome back. I've went ahead and removed 10 capacitors. Have not tested them, but I suspect they're probably past their expiry point or close to it or whatever. Anyway, good enough. They're gone. In time, as this project moves forward, I will go ahead and replace all the electrolytic capacitors in here just for GP. I also replaced the one capacitor here on the face plate as well. I reflowed the solder on the speaker terminals, both the terminals going from the wires going from the terminals to the board and from the terminals to the cone. So hopefully whatever issue it had is resolved. Don't know, we still may have to replace that speaker. After I replaced the caps, I went ahead and tested it. It seemed to work up until the point I found out that simply by plugging in my external speaker at 11.5 volts, the thing worked just fine and was not heating up. However, once I unplugged it, the display went to garbage, low voltage. It would not scan, and it got hot when I turned up the voltage back to 16.5 volts, as suspected, or as, well, not suspected, but as it should, or something like that. Anyway, carrying on. I found that the issue was actually bad wiring on my behalf. Where I repaired the solder traces on the back, I actually had one going from the audio amplifier to somewhere else, and then I had one wire that I didn't really need. So I went ahead and I just fixed that, got that straightened up, I hope. We're going to test this out together. I have not tried it, so let's go ahead and do this now. Go ahead and plug power to it. Well, at least the power cable to it. We're going to try this without an external speaker plugged in. Plug in our signal, our RF generator. RF generator is set to negative 90 dB, or the equivalence of about 0.01 millivolts. Need to plug in the other side of the power supply. Power supply is currently at 11.6 volts. Our power switch is now off. Got the red plugged in and the ground plugged in. Our amps jumped up to 0.07. So we got a little draw. Southern draw, I'm not sure. Eastern draw, could be, who knows. Western draw, maybe. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Let's find out together if I made progress or 2 steps back. Oh, cool. Oh, and we got sound. Let me turn my audio up to 30. Wow, that's 20. Squelch is working. So speaker is working. And the radio appears to be working. And we're only drawing about 0.39 amps. So fantastic. Let me turn the RF gain up on the signal generator. We're going to bump it up to negative 80. And that was a great picture of my arm, I understand. Turn up the... Let me adjust the audio to 400 hertz. And there I've actually got the modulation set to about almost 50%. Turn up the RF gain a little bit. Here we're at negative 50, or about 1 millivolt. And we cannot squelch that out. Let's go to where we can squelch that out. Apologize for my arm. All right, so we do indeed lose it at 90. Let me bump up to 80. And let me drop this down to where we do lose it. Okay, so we are at negative 80 plus negative negative 3. So there we go. Pretty sensitive. Have the mode set to AM. That's what it should be. That's FM normal, and then FM wide does nothing. Oh. Interesting. All right, so that's on FM wide, and you see the audio actually cleared up. And I dropped that down to about 12% modulation. A lot of juice. And I just dropped the input down to a negative 100, and that's 3 microvolts. So it is very sensitive. I think the book said it was like a negative 60 or something like that. I'll put it on the screen. I'll tell you what the owner's manual says it's supposed to be. But again, we're on FM wide. And FM wide was about 35% deviation. So, got it working. Fantastic. Bad thing is I don't have an outside aerial at the moment that I could actually test to see if I do hear people talking, airplanes talking, and that sucks. I am in the process, however, at the time of recording this video, of trying to get some antennas up and going. So hopefully, I don't know, by the end of summer I'll have things, at least by winter I'll have things put up. So wonderful. Let's see if I could figure out how to program this. So we'll go manual, 1 manual, nope. Enter 119.5 enter. Alright, so let's put the signal generator on that very same frequency. 119.5, make it hertz. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Manual. Scan. Yeah, speaker really don't sound all that good. Okay, so it don't look like it took the frequency I programmed. I don't know how to program this. I mentioned earlier in the video that they made a police scanner of this, and I do have that model, and that will probably be a video for a subject for a video another time. That one works. I just don't have it right handy. All right, so enter 1. Yep. Manual 119.5 enter. Nope. 119.5 0. Not sure how to program this. Give me a moment. Okay, I figured it out. Boy, manual was a little goofy, let's just say that. That manual needed to have picture vision or something. Really challenging, but I figured it out and I got it. Alright, so what we're going to do is I broke free the coax so we don't have a direct signal. This is just to help attenuate the signal getting into the radio so it's not just so much. So you can see right here I have a telescopic antenna. And as stated, I said I have 2 radios, the aircraft and then the normal police one. And here are the stock antennas for them. That's what they look like. So I'm going to take one of them. And these are really a pain to put in. Maybe I'll put this one in. So, if it's a challenge to go in, it's also going to be a challenge to come out. Okay. And I don't think that that's actually making connection. So, let's scratch that. Let's do something a little hokey pokey. Take the connector. Put a UHF to Bnc. That way now we have something to pull on. And we'll go through and grab this Bnc antenna. This Bnc antenna is actually the antenna that goes to my frequency counter, my Radio Shack frequency counter that I demoed about a year ago. Oh, my goodness. It worked. And I have no antenna on that thing. You heard that? The speaker sounds horrible, but it worked. Wow. That is cool. I'm going to stick a 90 degree on here. I'm not suspecting this to stand up, but I've got junk back here, and laying down straight it won't. This is easier to put a 90 on than clean the junk up at the moment. after each project I do clean up the workbench and start anew. Now one thing I also need to do is, as stated, the audio don't sound very well, so I need to find out if that's the speaker or the generator. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good antenna. So let me turn up the generator. Turn the squash down. About 20% audio, and it's working. Now, let me take my amplified external speaker. I got to be careful of the volume on that thing because that thing is loud and proud. So I got the volume on this down. Okay, we're in the hole. Volume up. Sounds better. We have an undercarrier. It's not clean audio, but it sounds a lot better than the speaker. Alright, so it is in the audio section. But on static, it sounds fine. So something with the generator? I don't know. Audio is off, but we're still getting it through our... Oh.
At 1,700, you're bound to land. I have uniform.
That awesome or what? That is so cool, and you can see.
And I'll be full stop going to Jet X for parking.
That's my antenna, and that's working. Awesome. All right, so one other thing before I wrap this up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and replace all the capacitors and double check everything that I can, all the other components, make sure we're good, and then we'll put it together. But let me show you, if you have one of these and you're confused at how to program it, because like I said, the book is rather challenging.
Back off X-ray director number.
Now we got that all the way up.
1 key, remember to northbound.
See, it's even on their audio, so it's not my generator. Something in here. So you hit manual, and then you want to select the channel that you want to program. Let's say we want to go to channel 13. So you push 13, shows up here. And now you punch in the frequency of choice. Let's say 122.0, enter. And I believe that's it. And then let's hit manual, so that didn't go away. Let me push channel 10. Now we're on channel 10, and our frequency went back to default of 121.5. And then let's go back to 13, and there we are, 122.Z. So that's how you program and navigate. Right up here, these are also buttons. This is how you program your search program, scan program, all kinds of junk. So that is awesome.
Still searching for strap sites. My search and